Welcome to the Legion Outriders podcast, a member of the Radio Free Tattooing Network.
You must unlearn what you have learned.
Your source for the latest Legion news, opinion, and analysis.
You will never find the more wretched hive of scum and villainy.
John Archiquette.
Will somebody get this big walking carpet out of my way?
Matt Turner.
I'm not afraid.
And Joshua Gray.
You will be.
What's going on, Outriders? John, Josh, and Matt.
You're what's going on, buddy. Welcome back.
All together.
All three of us back together. It feels so good.
It's to the point where we had to record a special Monday episode.
Do we have to hold hands the entire time, or is
Kumbaya, kumbaya?
Yeah.
We can.
I'd like to, if we can.
Oh.
Ooh. Your hands are very soft.
Yeah.
Why are
Josh
your
had to
hands
make
so
that
soft?
really creepy.
Moisturizes.
Moisturize me.
So how was Wisconsin?
Wisconsin was
I
awesome.
haven't heard it all.
Speaking of moisturize,
So, basically, I was gone for the last, 2-3 weeks. Did a little sabbatical up in Wisconsin. No connectivity for 2 weeks. Literally.
that was the deadest my
So,
Facebook
boy, do we have
Messenger
news
has
for
been in
you.
forever.
I mean,
Yeah.
I've been I got back 2 days ago, and I've just been loading up on memes and just what all did I miss?
All
trying
the
to catch
essentials,
up with NBA free agency, and of course, looks like FFG decided to drop the mother
bunch
load
of stuff, yeah.
worth of articles while I was gone. So
And the battle for the airports.
yeah, right.
did you have a digital Wilson,
A digital Wilson?
like the volleyball
Oh.
from Castaway, since you were adrift?
No, I had to actually spend time with real people.
Ew.
I know, right?
He had an
Ugh.
old Gen 1 iPhone that he just drew a face on and was talking to the entire time.
That's
I'm
what he has.
FaceTiming.
I've seen his phone. That's
It's
what he has
pretty much
anyway.
what I have
Oh yeah!
right now.
Oh gosh, that's right. Man.
No, but we got
Is
a lot
that,
of
is that the phone you film vertically when you do fights down at the 7-Eleven?
bum fights.
Yeah.
Straight to VHS.
Yeah.
No, so it was a nice vacation, nice little breakaway, and then of course we're recording a little bit early this week because I'm hitting the road on Wednesday.
And there's so much information to get through anyways.
Yeah.
And also...
A live stream tomorrow, so if we don't do this today, then,
Yeah, the live... Wait.
all of
Wait,
this-
what's the live stream
what's
for
the
tomorrow?
live stream tomorrow?
The FFG Live,
I thought that was 2 days
July
ago.
9th.
July 9th?
Yep.
Why was I thinking the 6th? Where'd all these spoilers come from? My goodness.
All right, so
Other tournaments and stuff.
what's that all about?
So, you remember, the last FFG Live that they did, you had Luke and Alex, and they were
Right.
playing
Yep.
Bosk and
Uh-huh.
Sabine and Tanks
Yep.
and all of that. Well, they're doing the same thing tomorrow, and they're playing Clone Wars.
But we already got most of the stuff.
Yeah.
Other than a couple of rules, I guess. They're
Well,
gonna be
we
soon.
haven't seen
We haven't
any of
seen-
the command cards.
We haven't seen, I don't think we've seen, we have seen Kenobi, yeah.
Yeah, we've seen Kenobi,
So-
but we haven't seen any of the command cards.
Yeah.
Like John was out in the wilderness of Wisconsin, I was at the wilderness of pre-release Magic all weekend, so
Oh.
I'm still getting over my sleep deprivation.
Sorry.
Midnight releases, why? I know they lifted the ban. You don't have to do midnight releases. We actually did 2 releases Friday night, but we still did the midnight and still had 30 people show up.
The question is, where are you going to find more visible butt crack? Wisconsin or Magic the Gathering release day?
What about a
Plot
Magic
twist.
the Gathering release date in Wisconsin?
There you go. Yeah, I mean, this is an easy answer.
Oh, yeah.
The world can't handle that much crack.
Yo, dog, we heard you like butt
I heard
crack.
Detroit can. Right.
All right, so
News?
before we get into
Yeah.
all of the releases that were bestowed upon us, any Star Wars news?
I mean, not a whole lot right now. Actually, apparently Galaxy's Edge is a little bit under-attended than we were expecting. So
What?
it's actually, you can get in there pretty easily.
Wow.
Yeah, shocking, but still planning to go. We still do have our Barricada shirts. They're up online. I've been contacted by overseas viewers because the Power 9 Games website does not handle overseas shipping. If it is something you are interested, I've taken care of it for working with an Australian gentleman now, and we've sent to UK and New Zealand. Shoot us a message on the Facebook page and then I can get a quote, send you a request for PayPal, whatever, and get that handled that way. So we can do international.
Or if you pay for premium shipping, I'll just come to your house and deliver it for you in person.
Exactly, the plane fare and all that kind of stuff. And
Absolutely.
the musk will never come out, though, no matter how many times you wash it.
Why would you want it to, though?
There's
Yeah,
so many things I could say right now, and I'm just not going to.
When have you ever been
I'm
reticent
not.
to
Yeah.
share what you're thinking right now?
Although, if I next time I fly internationally, I'll make sure I bring my passport and my
Yeah.
my ID card right
I
away.
mean,
The fee for John to fly for you is for
Yeah.
companionship only. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not it's not a promise of anything else.
I think that's the fastest I spent like half a tank of gas, by the way.
So, short backstory. On my way to Wisconsin, Matt took me to the airport, and I've flown internationally so many times, a lot
Yeah.
in my life, and I've never once forgotten my passport at home. And we get to the airport.
What happened this time?
I get up to baggage claim, and I'm like, oh God.
And I've already left
My
at this
wallet.
point. I am gone. I'm on the way home.
So 2 hours before my flight, I'm freaking out. Matt comes back, picks me up, drives me the 45 minutes back to my house, or what should take 45 minutes to get back to my house. Drives me back to the airport, and I managed to sprint through the airport, Home Alone style, and made it with a minute and a half to spare before my gate closed.
Question.
Yes.
You said in all the time I've flown internationally, I've never forgotten my passport.
Yeah.
You're going to Wisconsin.
Did
something change?
It was a wallet this time.
Oh, okay.
He's just saying he doesn't forget things like that usually.
Yeah, usually wallet, passport. I'm like, check,
Okay.
let's go, and totally spaced it.
Gotcha.
It's because he was wearing his Euro style short shorts, I think.
Those are the
I
only
thought he was
shorts I
wearing.
own now.
Yeah.
I thought he was wearing the Bruno onesie.
I wish. Wait, Borat onesie. Did Bruno wear a onesie too?
Bruno did too.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was all part of that.
Neat.
I think it was the same onesie.
Oh,
I mean-
recycling onesies.
I don't know
How
how many
trashy.
onesies Sacha Baron Cohen has, but
I probably just onesie.
Anyway, so Matt, big ups to you for that. Appreciate it.
Oh yeah, no, it was a terrifying adventure.
And I will never make fun of you for driving like a crazy Californian again.
It's nice to turn it on when you need to.
All right, so let's get into our actual.
So many things.
when I was gone,
so many
Bosk
things.
and Sabine dropped. So I'm picking
Very
mine
well
up today.
received. Yeah, very well received by everybody that's played with them so far.
Dude, looking at the Facebook Legion page and seeing all of the Sabines painted up, I'm impressed.
I'm gonna have an
There's
extra Sabine for the listener win, by the way. I think I
really?
told you about it already.
Yeah.
I already told him not to expect anything like other people's Sabines. Nobody got that kind of time.
Congratulations, you're getting the North Korean Sabine. Yeah. All khaki.
this month, guest painter Josh. Watch as he dips your Sabine in contrast paint
Yeah.
and lets it dry.
So I'm looking forward to get that painted up. Jeff, one of our locals here, I want to see that one in person because he just finished his
it's
up.
phenomenal.
He's
and it
been
looks
spending
incredible.
a lot of time on that. I keep getting status updates, and it makes me, I'm like, wow.
Well, I mean, he
Wow.
should. He be, how long did he play with gray minis here?
Yeah,
Right.
because he was moving back from Texas, and all of his paint was in shipment.
Oh,
so.
okay. So they don't sell more paints.
If
I'm
only
just-
there was a location in Las Vegas where he frequently played this game to buy paint from.
But since there isn't,
I made fun of him.
Yeah.
Jokingly in person as well.
But
so.
I mean, he's painted. He's been back. He's got his paints, and he's painted 2 models. I think an ATRT and now Sabine. So,
yeah, they look incredible.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to getting my own painted up here and getting them on the table because I haven't gotten to do that yet either.
Hey, John, did you get the memo?
What memo?
Begun the Clones Wars has.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
I'm beyond stoked. Like there's
Josh?
so much cool stuff being debuted.
Have you also begun the Clone Wars have?
Yes.
Good deal.
Why is the stuff from the past more powerful than the stuff from the present?
Who says, well, because
Uh-huh.
it's not a decrepit
Because
dying
power creep.
galaxy.
That's why.
Power creep. Get
Power
out of
creep.
here. All right. Well, let's. What? Grievous.
All right, so let's.
Come on.
No, I have a Grievous.
Main.
Oh, I'm sure you have plenty of grievances.
Hey, choppy boys. Here we go.
All right, so General Grievous was unofficially leaked.
Oh, we're doing Grievous first
NEO?
here? That's
Yeah.
how we're doing this? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, fine.
We went
So-
in the order John sent the cards because they're
Yeah, okay.
the high res.
Yeah,
versions.
whatever.
I did the enhance.
Enhance.
So Luke Eddy unofficially debuted this at NEO. Is that what I'm gathering?
I think so, yeah. It was on the
believe
stream
yes.
and
Okay.
kind of popped it out, and here it is.
Well, bam.
So what we're looking at for General Grievous, 175 points base, which I believe was the same as Obi-Wan.
Yep.
He's got Arsenal 2. Well, let's go with his health, 8 health, leadership 2, red die saves, movement 2, and then he's armed with 2 trophy lightsabers, which both of them are 1 red, 2 black, 1 white, impact 1, and pierce 1.
So a dice pool of 8 dice.
Yeah, because he's got arsenal 2, so he can attack with both of those.
Now, no surge or crit, but I mean, if you get a good roll,
I mean, you're rolling 8 dice. I mean, that's.
I see he's got a weapon upgrade slot.
He does.
So I'm hoping he gets an upgrade card called More Damn Lightsabers.
Actually, it's probably going to be a pistol, a gun,
yeah.
something ranged.
He had a pistol.
Since as somebody that doesn't have access to a force power, he doesn't have saber throw.
Yep.
So he's going to need something a little ranged to give him a little bit of punch.
Oh, this was your lightsaber? This is my lightsaber now.
Yeah.
So he's got block. While defending, if you spend a dodge token, you gain surge to surge. For
so he doesn't
defense.
get deflect, but he gets the block surge. So that's
so
nice.
that's
Makes sense.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Impervious. So while defending, if the attack pool has a pierce X, roll X additional defense dice. That's awesome. In addition to having the red die saves,
Right.
Honorary Mandalorian right there.
So I mean, if Vader attacks him with the lightsaber, it does 5 hits. You get to roll 8 dice to save it.
Yeah,
That's sick.
That's really good. And having red die saves and 8 health, he's gonna be a
Yeah.
tough guy to kill.
Yeah.
Jedi Hunter, and this is awesome. So when attacking a unit that has a Jedi power symbol upgrade icon, you gain the surge to crit.
Yes.
So there's your Jedi Hunter right there. That's
Right.
awesome.
Yeah. Scale, though, is the thing that's going to be amazing. There's no text for it there on the card that we saw, but they talked about it on the stream.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, it's unhindered,
Okay.
expert climber, and you get a free climb action.
Wow.
That makes super sense because he's basically a cyborg spider monkey.
Right?
Yeah.
Pretty much. And he's going to come at you like a spider monkey.
Oh, he's going to come at you. Oh, yeah.
But yeah, it basically takes 3 keywords into one.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So
and of course, Relentless, we know, is like one of the best keywords in the game. You're
sure, because
basically-
you move and attack.
Yeah.
I like that they're doing it this way because there's another game that I used to like to play called Infinity, and it was so confusing because they'd have like mobility 1, mobility 2, mobility 3, and when it add different things on
Sure.
there. So at least this one, it's a unique name.
Right.
Hopefully will prompt you to
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what's the difference?
So
there?
he basically gets to, if he starts in base contact with something, he can go up it for free and then double move and then attack with Relentless at the end.
And with the all these new cards that are coming out, they're going to add the surge keyword. Mm-hmm. I think that's going to probably alleviate some of the downside of not having the surge hit.
Oh yeah,
It'll
absolutely.
be interesting. If
I mean, and also with electro binoculars, you can just aim token it.
True.
Because it adds spotter 1. So that's not bad.
Well, when they inevitably reveal Dooku, and then he can start throwing force guidance on
Sure.
Grievous.
right?
Oh
Yeah.
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 I mean, that would. I'm sure that would be an expensive pairing, but I mean, so
I got an
175
expensive
points.
pair for you. Vader and Palpatine.
Yeah,
I thought you were going a completely different
I
direction.
do too. I don't see a lot of people running those that pair at a competitive level.
No,
though.
it's expensive.
Nobody's sane, anyways.
Wahoo!
But yeah, so I think Grievous is gonna be a really good starting commander.
And then 2 training, two leadership upgrades and a training.
Yep, and then
So
the weapon. Yeah.
you can even throw esteemed leader on there. Perfect for your horde of
yeah, I love
crappy
it.
killbots
Yeah,
that you're going to have
yeah.
with you. I mean, just basically bubble wrap this guy in B1s and have them escort him up to the front, and then he chop, chop, chop.
Roger.
Yeah.
Well, along with the Grievous preview that we saw, we actually had an article drop that had the 2 support units that are being included in the box.
Yep.
And since we're talking about the Separatist stuff, let's go right into the Droideka.
You got it.
Rolly boys!
So this one,
The
this
Destroyers?
one's got me excited. So 100 points base. So it's got 3 health per model, 2 models per unit. No leadership, so I'm guessing immune to morale.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm
because
sorry.
it's a vehicle. It's considered a vehicle, but it doesn't break. It's like the speeder bikes.
Gotcha.
Yeah, there's a lot of similarities.
Yep.
between-
Surges
Except
for
these are
defense,
better.
doesn't surge to crit or surge to hit. Now, base movement of 1, and then its weapons, dual twin blaster cannons, 1 red, 2 black, range 1 to 3.
Suppressive, and
suppressive,
immune to deflect.
Fixed front, immune to deflect.
So no impact, but again, something that's going to be good for shooting at Jedis.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or any
Or
kind
anybody
of
with
lightsaber
suppressive,
wielder.
yeah.
I think that's the first we've seen immune deflect, right?
No.
What
Immune
else?
to deflect is on coordinated bombardment and max
Oh,
firepower.
of course. Okay.
Yep.
But it's the first unit that has it.
Yeah,
Sure.
Yeah.
So the special rules, they have AI attack move, which unless you have a face-up order token, your first action must be an attack or a move. I mean,
Yeah.
that's okay.
Sure.
You're not going to be doing aims right away, but not all that restrictive. Generator 1, during the end phase, flip 1 inactive shield token. So it starts shielded 4 that you have 4 shield tokens. So that's a really great way to
Sure.
keep defenses up,
Yeah.
especially with white dice saves. It's not
Yeah.
phenomenal. It's a 5-up save essentially. Wheel mode. So this is how you kind of alleviate that one one movement. When you
I love
activate
Vader to get wheel mode.
Vader surfing on a droideka.
Yeah.
Can we do that?
Reminds me of the Clone Wars.
Yeah, he does have wheel mode. It's called the occupier tank.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay, there it is.
It's tread mode, but it's just the same.
Okay,
Anyways,
Yeah, so when you activate, you may increase your maximum speed to 3. If you do, until the end of the round, you gain cover 2 and cannot attack or flip active shield tokens.
so that basically locks you into either a double move or a move dodge or something like that.
Yeah,
Because you can't, that's till the end of the round. It's not, you can't like stand by and then flip out of it and shoot or anything like that. So that basically commits you to getting into a place where you can attack and then, turtling up.
giving you cover 2 and having the ability to double move at speed 3.
That'll get you across the board.
Yeah, it'll get you across the board.
Yeah.
Allow you to reposition when you need to.
Yeah, round 1 or 2, transform, roll out, and then set up to,
Yeah, exactly.
But you're very vulnerable because your shields are inactive.
Yeah, true.
So you got to pray that cover is better than shields, which people have stuff that can decline cover. They don't have anything that
you
can
definitely
negate
want to go
shields
for
preemptively.
the line
right?
of sight blocking
Yeah.
if at all possible. And the fact that it's not like a speeder move, you can go up to speed 3. You don't have to go the entire distance, so you can judge where you land a little bit
Yeah, it's not
better.
a compulsory.
Right.
Sure, and you're only vulnerable once you enter that wheel mode. So if you wait till the end of the round and then do it, you're not going to be as vulnerable during that
Right.
turn. But it opens things up for late game when you need to get to the scoring zone or something like that, or first turn when you really just need to get yourself into position.
And then Grievous's command card, which is lol, stop it, and then they pop back into deflector shield mode. And
So here's the question I've got. We've seen that keywords multiply the more there are in a thing. So impact 1 on the speeder bikes becomes impact 2. Does that make it suppressive? Does that double up if there's 2 in there? Do you hand out 2 suppression tokens because it's 1 for each weapon? Now, granted, it's not suppressive X,
That's a good question.
but I don't know.
Yeah,
Is that the way that works?
I would imagine so. I guess I'd have to read the rules on suppressive, which I do not have in front of me right now.
Oh,
but
why
that's
not?
super suppressive, though.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I would say, yeah.
Yeah, is that
At first
per-
blush.
Yeah, just wondering.
Oh,
Good
yeah, I would
question.
imagine
Good
so.
question,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, because I think that's the first time we've seen paired suppressive attacks
Mm-hmm.
in an arsenal. Well, not arsenal, but in a dual. You're rolling 2 weapons. So I don't know.
So, what about that comm upgrade slot, huh?
Well, that's going to be good. I mean,
Yeah.
with link targeting array and all that stuff. So
Yeah, exactly.
You don't have a lot of choice for what you can put on these guys, but
Or HQ uplink
Yeah.
to get you out of that AI attack mode.
yeah, that's
Would
fair.
be
Because you're
helpful.
kind of restricted with where you have the rest of your droids because they need to all be kind of bubbled up. But these guys kind of allow you to move a firing position over the flank or something like that.
Yeah.
Using that comm upgrade.
I mean, link targeting array, which gives you an aim when you're issued an order. If you kind of game plan this out, because the B1s have that networked thing, have that networked order token deal, where if you give them one and there's another one within range one, you can chain it all the way down. If you're playing a 2-pip and you got a unit of droids and a unit of B1s that are all right close to each other, give one B1 an order and chain that down to all the B1s, and then hand a Droideka another order token, which will then get link targeting array, which will give you an aim token for your attack.
So much synergy, Josh.
Yeah, I know. Boy, I wish the Empire had something like that.
Should we talk about link targeting array, or do we want to go
I think
into
we just
the other
did.
stuff? Okay, fair.
Link targeting array gives you an aim token when you're issued an order
Target
token.
1.
Yeah.
5 points. Comm upgrade.
Well, yeah. Before we get into the
Emplacement trooper or vehicle only. Very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So before we get to the revealed for the clones, what were the other upgrade cards that were revealed?
Let's see.
So there were a few of them, right?
And there was the
So Force Guidance, 10 points, Force slot. As a free action, choose up to 2 friendly units at range 1 to 2, and then each one gains a surge token.
Okay,
It's a free
we'd
tap
seen that
action.
one already, right?
Well,
that?
we talked about it. They had talked about it on stream
Okay.
previously. So
Yes, it is tappable,
yes,
but
Yep.
it is a free action.
yes. But I think that's going to be real good. We got smoke grenades. I think that's more of the Republic side, right?
So smoke
Nope,
grenades, I'm
it's just a grenade.
little
Just
disappointed.
grenades.
Yep.
Because they had teased smoke grenades before, but they never revealed what they were actually going to do.
Yeah.
I was really hoping they were going to be something like line of sight blocking.
Sure.
I was hoping it was going to be something that was going to.
So what is smoke 1?
What's up?
It says smoke 1. What is smoke 1?
It's just gain. Is it like improves cover by 1?
Improves cover by 1. Yeah, I think it's an area of effect, but any units that are in it are also going to basically give units they're shooting at cover 1 as well.
I mean,
So, which makes
thematic,
sense.
yeah.
It's thematic. I was really hoping it was going to be line of sight blocking because I was hoping it was going to be something that you could use to combat the prevalence of snipers.
Yeah, but I mean, if
And-
you've ever seen a smoke grenade thrown, it doesn't completely obscure everything. It wisps and blows around, and you can see shapes inside of it.
You haven't seen the Star Wars one, so
You're right, I haven't.
they,
I don't know. I was hoping it was going to be something that was going to mitigate snipers, and I just really want snipers out of the meta. So I was kind of hoping that was going to be the thing that was going to do it.
you got a personal stake in this, huh?
I just am done with them.
Gotcha.
I concur.
I mean, for 6 points, if you don't have something else on there and you're worried about moving some guys up the board where
it
there
could be
might be
good, yeah.
no cover, hey,
Especially if you're heading into a tournament in an area you don't know and you don't know how much terrain there's going to be.
sure.
And if you're running trooper heavy and you just don't feel like you're going to have the same balance if you have no cover, well, there you go. That
Hey,
just
all
at
you
least
low
gives cover.
profile guys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
So I did mess around with Battlescribe with the new factions because Battlescribe actually updated their
Wow.
stuff.
Okay.
So just to give you an idea of if you say you right off the bat want to field a separatist army, you're basically looking at about 691 points without upgrades with what you can get in the box.
How much?
691 points.
Jeez.
Yeah. So now, granted, they haven't revealed what heavy weapon upgrades are available for the B1 battle droids, but at the moment, with doing the bare minimum 36 points per unit, you're looking at about 216 points out of core, 175 with General Grievous, and 300 points with support units. So with 691 points, the Separatists straight out of the box without any upgrades, you got a lot of room to include other things.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like their activation numbers are going to be a lot higher than what you're going to get from any of the other factions, especially.
But wait, that's
clone
691 points for Grievous, 2 units of battle droids, and
General Grievous? Oh, I'm sorry, no. This is what you can build out of the things that are coming with the starter box. So if you were to buy multiple core sets, if you're trying to field one of these armies straight off the bat, you're going to have to include a bunch of upgrades to get to 800 points.
oh, okay.
What I'm saying is maxing out your core units, your support, and your commander
Uh-huh.
with the options available in the core set. you're only getting 691 points.
Wow.
So that's giving you how many units
Okay.
total on the board for the Separatists?
That's 10 activations.
Jeez.
Yeah. So, I mean, granted, you're going to want to throw
Yeah,
some
'cause
upgrades.
Grievous, 3 Droideka units, and then 6 B1s.
But I mean, that's not in the core box.
No, but that's all we know that exists at the moment.
Sure.
Yeah.
In the
So-
first wave, you mean?
Yeah.
What I'm saying
Okay.
is if you want to field a Separatist army using only core, like if you're buying 3 core sets and you want to make an army.
Okay. That's where I got tripped up because you said in the core box. The
Yes.
core box is only
Out of
I
the
was
units
like,
that come
how
in
in
a
the
core
hell?
box,
How
yeah.
in the hell are you making 691 points out of Grievous 2B1 units and a Droideka unit?
I mean, what-
because that's what's
What
in the
noob is
core
only
box.
buying 1 core set, though?
Yeah,
Let's be
right?
real here.
No, I know.
I think I'm going to
to
run Trip Grievous.
maybe-
I think that's the power play there.
Maybe that's the. Maybe that's semantics, but
I'll have one with a cape, and then one with his arms doing twirlies, and another one who's got the blaster out or something.
And one carrying 4 parasols.
Yeah.
This is my fair Grievous. All right, so we're going to take a quick break, and coming back, we're going to look at the BARC speeder and then talk about some options available for the Republic.
Oh, boy.
You're listening to the Legion Outriders podcast, a member of the Radio Free Tatooine Network, recorded on location at Power 9 Games. Whether you're looking for the latest releases from Legion, X-Wing, 40K, Magic, or any of our other extensive inventory of board and card games, head to power9games.com and use coupon code OUTRIDER10 to get 10% off your order. Plus, shipping is free on orders over $100. Now, back to the Outriders.
Welcome back, Outriders. John, Josh, and Matt, in case you forgot who the 3 normal podcast
Thank
hosts
God
are.
you reminded me.
Yeah, no, right. So I know the perfect way to run your triple General Grievous list.
The gravy train, yes.
Because it's
okay.
not really General Grievous.
Yep.
It's General Grievous and his brother General Egregious.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then maybe General Outrageous or General Nefarious.
Outrageous?
Yeah. That's it. That's how you do it. It's like, no. This is General Egregious. Ha
You can call the whole list the airing of Grievouses.
I already made that joke.
The Festivus list, yeah.
It's better than Crisscross,
oh, yeah.
which I am not on
God.
board for Crisscross.
Where does that even come from?
From Jump, the early 90s rap
Are you
group.
kidding me?
No.
The Mac Daddy and the Daddy Mac?
Weedy wiggy whack.
Yeah.
I know. But
You know what? The only way that I'm going to be cool with people calling their list Crisscross is if they wear their clothes backwards when they play that list. Like,
so wait, because you put 2 characters that have jump in a list, you call it crisscross?
apparently. Because they, jump.
Jump.
I'm so disappointed in you, Legion person. So disappointed.
Yeah, I'm not on board on that either.
No.
Okay, so you go crisscross applesauce then, and you sit on the ground and protest. It's assembly time.
How about she may be underage, but she's not my sister?
What?
This just took a concerning turn.
Well, you had Wonder Twins. you know.
Okay.
And Sabine's supposed to be like,
Oh.
I don't know where
yeah,
this is
crisscross
going.
is probably better.
I was like,
Let's go with that.
we're gonna end up in like a Netflix killer documentary at some point, aren't we, John?
Welcome to our new co-host,
Yeah.
Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah.
That's current events.
Yeah, topical.
The cringe is strong in this
It
episode.
is. Yeah.
All right, we'll get back to some Legion stuff here.
Okay, yeah. General Egregious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the reveal that we had for the Republic this week was the BARC speeder, and
BARC
this,
Troop Beer Speeder, yes.
looking at the model itself, I'm thinking, okay, I guess it's basically just going to be the Imperial speeder with the sidecar,
Yeah.
and it's not. I think it's going to play significantly differently.
Yeah, it is. I mean, and unlike, we can see pretty much everything with Grievous.
Yeah.
We can see pretty much everything with Droidekas. There's a lot left unsaid here
Sure.
because really so much of what you're going to do with the speed with the BARC and how it's going to end up costed out and if that's going to be points efficient, it really depends on the sidecar. And we saw none of the sidecars, I believe. So,
It's
kind of hard to give a read on a unit when you don't have much to go off of here.
Well,
but,
what we're looking at base 75 points, which is not bad,
Right.
For a unit that's got 5 health, red dice saves. It's
Cover
weapon,
one.
and cover 1, speeder 1, movement 3, breaks at 3 damage. So
Sure.
I mean that it looks like it's got some playability,
Right.
But you're right. A lot of that will depend on how you end up kitting it out with a sidecar, because base by itself not overwhelming.
Yeah, I mean, and if you look at it as the analog being the 74Z speeder bike for the Imperials,
Yeah.
You're paying 15 more points on the Imperial side for 1 more health, less of a defense die. It's a white die with surge,
Yeah.
as opposed to just a straight red die. But then essentially the same attack without impact for 1 speeder, right?
Yeah.
But now, what's the sidecar going to bring?
Well, I
How
think
is
it's
it going to
yeah.
cost?
It's going to either be a whoosh bang, a daka daka, or a pew pew.
Okay, sure, but if you're looking at 95 points for something that gives you, 2 black, a white, and impact 2, functionally, are you better than what the direct analog is? 1 less health, better defense dice, can break. What are you looking at? So it's just really hard to get a read on a unit when you don't have as much information
As
you
it
would
sits
hope so.
on the card right now without any upgrades,
Mm-hmm.
what do you think?
Seems expensive
Okay.
for what you get, but I've seen enough red dice saves carry you through God knows what.
Yeah.
I've also seen enough red dice saves. You sit there and watch a 6 health unit, a 5 health unit. I've one-shotted Stormtrooper or Death Trooper units before.
You're thinking about Luke Skywalker right now, aren't you?
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
Well,
okay,
I'm always
just
thinking
wanna
about Luke
make sure, yeah.
Skywalker.
So I've seen enough units get crapped on with 5 health and red defense dice to know that cover 1 ain't doing much for you.
Sure. I think the biggest issue is going to be you're already going to be point strapped with the Republic anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, with as expensive as we're seeing the clone troopers are going to be, and they look really good, and they look like they synergize well with each other.
Sure.
Can we put an outer rim jockey on there?
Especially with fire support and all of that stuff. No, because there's no pilot.
Oh.
I'm always for putting the Wookiee in the sidecar, though.
Yeah.
It'll be melee
Good
only.
relations she has
So
with
so
Wookiees.
basically the only thing it'll be good for is knocking over the Empire's mailboxes. Baseball bat.
What about the droid attack on the Wookiees?
Arsenal 2, so it will have the ability to use another weapon with a sidecar.
Sure.
I don't know how often that's...
Well, 1 red, 2 black, and 1 white then. As it stands,
exactly.
yeah.
So as it is right now, if you didn't put any upgrades on it, 1 red, 2 black, 1 white.
Because he can fly and shoot the rifle at the same time. Yeah.
I just don't know, at 75 points, no upgrades, if that's worth running. And I think you're going to have to get something really cost efficient in the sidecar.
Like
to
a Wookiee with a
justify it.
bowcaster.
Like a Wookiee with a bowcaster. There you go. It's
Oh, wait,
got a
cost efficient? Never mind.
Right.
So I did it with the Separatists, and I might as well do it with the Republic. Just throw together.
Let's hear it.
What kind of list you would be able to get with just the stuff coming in the sets. Now that's multiple sets for the record, not just the one, Josh.
Okay, thank you.
So looking at with just Obi-Wan Kenobi, no upgrades.
Hello there.
6 squads of Phase 1 clone troopers and
That's a
3
lot of
BARC
clones.
speeders. 712 points. So it still runs under.
Yeah.
But you're probably going to want to throw some upgrades on those clone troopers. Because I feel
absolutely.
like that's how you're going to really get them to operate properly.
Oh, you didn't
together.
put any upgrades on
This
the
is
troopers?
no upgrades on the
Okay.
troopers at all.
Gotcha. Because we don't know about their
Exactly.
situation.
So, I mean, in Obi-Wan, you're looking at probably throwing a couple force powers on him right off the bat.
Oh, absolutely.
It seems you're probably going to want to throw, at least
Force reflexes and guidance.
Force reflexes. I think would be good because you're going to want to get those dodges. Until we see what his command cards are, we don't know how easily those are going to be attained.
That's true.
And then with saber throw, because he didn't have any ranged weapons, correct?
No.
If I remember correctly. So he's probably going to want at least the ability to to saber throw.
He's there to support the troops using force guidance. Walk up the table with them.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing you got to remember.
Surge.
He's a kind of a
He's there to soak
a buffer
wounds for his guys.
And I don't mean like a Michael Buffer. I mean like a
Although, I mean, if you want to yell out,
Jimmy
let's
Buffer?
get ready to rumble. That's fine.
No.
I think he's not Luke,
no.
but I think he has some offensive capability. Let's be real.
Oh, sure. He's still got a lightsaber. He's still a Jedi.
I mean, his lightsaber is still throwing 6 dice and critical 2, impact 2, pierce 2. So, nothing to shrug your shoulders at.
No, not at all.
Who's shrugging their? Are you shrugging your shoulders at General
At
Kenobi?
Obi-Wan? I would never.
You would never.
I would.
Eh.
I mean, Josh, you go ahead at your own
I'm
risk.
just being contrarian on that one.
Unusual.
So I think there's going to be, a lot of cool ways to run those besides just out of the box set. And, maybe one of these days we're going to be getting
Did you say cool runnings?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, okay.
Feel the rhythm.
Feel the rhyme. Watch out, droids.
It's bobsled time. It's Droideka time?
It's Rolly Boy
BARC
time.
speeder time. Yeah. That'd be kind of a fun paint job for the BARC speeder.
Oh, my God. That would be awesome, actually.
Dude, if somebody could do up a BARC speeder like a Jamaican bobsled,
BARC
that'd
sled,
be
yeah.
amazing.
The BARC sled, yeah, let's do it.
That's our new thing. Terrestrial speeder, I'm done with you. It's
Yeah,
all about
barricades and BARC speeders.
You've got to do a head swap, though, with a Predator, so you get the dreads out the back.
Oh, yeah, that'd be cool. Sanka, you dead, man? I haven't seen that movie in a
You
long time.
remember that way better than I do.
Oh, dude, I loved that movie for a long time.
They have a lucky egg in there.
Jamaica, they say you can't be
Okay.
beat. We got the bobsled team.
We're a John Candy podcast now.
Oh, there could be worse ones out there, honestly.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It was a treasure.
Uncle Buck?
R.I.P., bud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so not to be, just completely bogged down with Clone Wars stuff. We did see a few. Well, there weren't any reveals, but we did get both the.
They
Rebel
reminded
vets.
us Tauntauns were there. We got
Yeah.
the vets last
Yeah.
week.
Hey, by the
and
way,
Rebel
don't
Vets.
forget about
Yeah.
Tauntauns. Yeah.
Which, I mean, if we're going to be throwing out shout-outs to 80s icons, I mean, didn't somebody put out a challenge to do a Cliff Clavin?
Oh,
yeah,
Rebel vet?
yeah.
Yeah. That'd be great. I want to see that.
Yeah.
They already have the model sculpted, so it wouldn't take a whole lot.
You've just got to paint it in a mailman outfit.
I think it was
basically.
one of our local guys. I was just taking a glance at the people posting up the Tauntauns article this morning, and the only one that really caught my eye was actually, the horns, as they're situated, are not,
the argument
designed
about the ram.
for being ramming.
And no, it wasn't me this time.
And my neckbeard grew 3 sizes too large. I'm kidding.
Oh,
But one of our local players did catch something
Oh.
with the BARC speeder.
Oh.
It comes with Phase 1 and Phase 2 heads.
ooh.
So,
A taste of things to come?
Phase
Oh, yeah,
2
actually,
troopers
look at that.
confirmed. So, I mean, and that makes sense because, I mean, if you think about what the logical upgrades are going to be, if you're predicting, vets, Hoth veterans and all of that for the Rebel troopers,
Yeah.
Phase 2 troopers are probably going to be your next,
Oh,
one of your
man.
next core,
Now I
your-
got to
your
go look to see
veterans,
if Phase 1 and Phase Troopers are ever fielded simultaneously on the battlefields, or if it was a complete conversion during the war, and that they wouldn't have seen battle at the same time, or at least entirely different theaters.
They all got
perhaps.
Wolo.
Be careful
Whoa,
what
whoa,
you,
whoa.
be careful what you wish for, man. Coming from the 30K community,
Right.
There's nothing worse than people who are like, well, actually, these uniforms
The Sons
were
of
not
Horus
fielded
were
at the
not-
same
yeah,
time.
yeah.
Well, if we're doing the Battle of Molech, they didn't have the Mark III armor at that time.
So my Primaris Marines in 30K are no good?
Oh, if you want to see someone like
Wow,
Self-
that's
like-
bold.
you want to see somebody like internally like combust.
Sir,
Yes.
I cannot argue with me. I will just, I will set myself on fire in protest. for
Whatever.
what
I'll
you have
just
done.
I'll just 3D print whatever I want.
Oh, wait,
Didn't
we
somebody
already
get-
talked about that. Yeah.
Didn't somebody get busted for that?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. So,
We already talked about it last week with Zach, didn't we?
I don't know,
Yeah.
but basically what happened
Or week
is
before.
it wasn't like a. there was a lot of rumors going around that it was a GT, right?
Yeah.
It was a big thing. Apparently, it was like a local-ish tournament, but it was like, hey, come try your lists out. And this guy wanted to do some stuff from Forge World in his list, but it was back-ordered because Forge World.
Oh, yeah.
So he 3D printed it, and he played with it.
Yeah.
So it's not like he 3D printed his entire army or anything.
Okay.
From what I read about it after the fact, it was like, hey, come try out some jank lists. Or, hey, come ring out your list for the GT. And so he brought some stuff that was 3D printed to play as a proxy until he could get his hands on the actual model.
Wow, funny how that spirals out of control with information.
On
Or
the
lack of.
internet?
Yeah, I know,
on
right?
Reddit?
Stop
on
it.
Twitter?
Oh, how dare we be part of that
No.
perpetuation cycle?
I'm going to blame Forge World for this. All blame falls on Forge World
I
for
don't
this.
think you can ever go wrong blaming
Blame
Forge
Forge
World
World,
for
yeah.
anything.
But
It's
that-
like the Iranians have increased their uranium enrichment.
Thanks,
I blame
Forge
Forge
World.
World.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the uranium they got had a giant bubble in it, so they had to fill it in and sand it down.
That's right, because you know what?
That's the
Forge World is
enrichment
for
process.
expert
Right.
hobbyists.
Expert
okay?
hobbyists.
Expert hobbyists.
Yes.
So don't expect your uranium to be properly mined. No, you need to take care
The
of that
mold
part
lines
yourself.
on the uranium need to be sanded down.
Well, the technology to mine uranium and refine it and enrich it was lost centuries ago. We have to appease the machine spirit of the extractor. And we're now a 40K podcast.
No,
Thanks, folks.
never. we will stay with John Candy.
Yeah.
So messing around with the Tauntaun list, because I've been looking forward to Tauntauns coming out. Like
Yeah.
that's one unit that it's
There was
I'm buying
a,
3 of, and I'm going to find some way to shoehorn them into a list.
Somebody posted up a list that was my spiritual brother this morning, but it was basically Leia, 2 units of the Hoth veterans with 2 detachments, a speeder, ATRT, or not ATRT, but FD-111, and 2 units of Tauntauns, and that was basically the list. I was like, that looks horrible. I want to play that so bad.
I think they'd be a lot of fun to run with Luke and Sabine. I know it's a lot of points chucked into a few units.
Oh, man, yeah, actually.
But
Fast, aggressive, punch hard.
Is target saturation.
Yeah.
Make your opponents
Rush.
pick. Pick who they're going to try to shoot at, because you throw all of that coming at them at once.
Oh, those Droidekas!
You said the same thing about Wookiees.
I did.
We're
Yeah.
gonna throw
and
some
then I
Wookiees in
realized
there,
that-
too.
How
we'll
did
do
that
it.
work out?
I did.
Wookiees
I
don't have
predict
RAM.
this will work the same.
No.
Well, so okay,
Yes.
Wookiees don't run well in close combat, and I came to realize that. Wookiees are a good unit.
They're all-rounders.
You can't shoehorn them into, I'm going to charge you and tear you limb from limb, because they don't do that. They'll get bogged down by stormtroopers,
You would
and they
think
will.
they should.
They should, yes, but that's not how they work. So once I accepted that and played them the way they are supposed to work, I actually got a lot of mileage out of them. I think Tauntauns are going to be a good frontline harassment unit. I don't think they're going to run well just charge things willy-nilly. Because Ram's cool, but it's not a end-all be-all.
No.
And
This is my plan A, B, and C.
It's good for vehicles.
yeah, exactly, yeah. But they don't have
Via
Pierce.
what?
So you'll run into the same problem I run into with Wookiees against stormtroopers. They don't have Pierce, so you're going to throw a lot of dice and not really do a whole lot with it.
Yeah.
And then they're going to attack you back, and you're just going to have to soak it up with your terrible armor and your high wound count.
I'd like to make an argument for a new rule, I think. Something, not quite Pierce, because that's just good all the time, but maybe something like a limited Pierce or something, where they can if they get a critical, that it will cause a Pierce.
I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
Just to kind of give them a little edge
Yeah.
in that situation, but...
Or maybe something to increase their defense in melee. Like, they have swords. If you're in melee, maybe that gives you a red die save or something like that.
Yeah,
Because
parry or
it's kind
something.
of ridiculous that
Yeah.
if you're wielding swords and you're fighting stormtroopers, they're hitting you more often and more.
I've got
with
stun
more
cuffs.
damage. Yeah, I mean something they're hitting you with a butt stroke. Like,
Yeah, but if there's 5
just deflect
people,
it.
I mean, yeah.
Are we dating now?
Hey. Well, we were holding hands earlier.
No.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for the butt stroke, right?
Yeah. So hot.
It's a proper military term,
It is.
and we all giggled about it in basic training.
Yeah.
Wait, you actually got to do that when you were in?
What,
You
giggle?
did the pugilism? Yeah, no giggling. I didn't giggle.
I did plenty of giggling.
Oh. Did you get to do the Pugil
Yeah.
sticks? Oh,
You didn't get to do that?
I didn't get to do the Pugil sticks.
Oh my god, it was my favorite
I didn't have
part.
to do the gas chamber either, though. So
Yeah, we went through when they didn't do that stuff.
yeah, we don't do that here.
You went through
My
the
basic training was 6 weeks long.
Yeah,
You went through the softer, the more gentle Air Force.
yeah. We didn't have timeout cards either.
I didn't get those either.
Your entire generation is weak. We were forged by the Cold War, and ballooning budgets out of control.
Oh, they're still there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so looking at running with Sabine and Luke, throwing those in there, and then you can fit 3 fleet troopers with scatterguns in there if you really want to, keep a low model count. I mean, it's 8 activations at that point. You're really running scant on.
Yeah.
If you, in the range 4 meta, if you really want to pick your models up very quickly, here's the list for you.
Look, I mean, who has time to run 6 rounds?
Nobody.
And doing
Ain't nobody got time.
2
for
hour and 15 minute. Like,
Yeah.
look, games run too long.
Yeah.
Let's make
All
it
or nothing. Let's go.
an
Throw it
hour or
forward.
bust. Throw
Yeah.
everything up the board. If you can kill all of it, cool. If
That
not,
would be actually kind of a fun format.
it would be
Yeah, just 1 hour.
1
get it
hour.
done.
Chop chop. Let's go.
Yeah,
Pitter patter. Let's get at her.
do a death clock. Yeah, we could do that.
What's a death clock?
Well, if you run out of 1 hour on your time,
Oh,
then you lose automatically.
Oh, literally a
Yeah.
clock. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought this was like a mermaid or
We should
mermaid.
find some way to
Oh, death clock. Yeah.
should find some way to do it like 1750s combat, where it's like you do 1 volley at each other at range and then just charge to melee, and then
Affix
hack
bayonets.
wins. Yeah, exactly. Yep,
I mean, you realize
Tally ho,
that
chappies.
that fits perfectly into the rebel scheme
it does.
because the stormtrooper would stand in perfectly straight lines and
Absolutely.
1
volley and
bright uniforms that don't blend into the
right.
the
The Emperor
atmosphere.
protects.
Well, I think that pretty much wraps up our talk for the new previews that we
So
had.
much good stuff. Yeah, and then we're going to get more stuff here soon,
Yeah.
I'm sure. So,
Any Patreon news? Like that?
nothing. Things proceed apace. Don't forget about them shirts.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Shirts.
Pick
Yeah.
up the barricade
we're
shirts.
closing in on the 1 year, so people that have been active Patreon members for the last year, we're going to be getting a patch designed and mailed out to you guys for thanking your support. And as people hit their 1 year anniversaries, we'll send them out as well.
Awesome.
So you
Cool.
can stick them on your little go bags for your army and whatnot. Josh, by the way, we're going to need to design a patch, so thanks.
Oh,
Okay, thanks.
sure.
All right. Well, in the meantime, I'm going to go pick up that Sabine and Bosk and get to work so I can, paint
Hey,
them up.
how's my Celebration Vader coming along?
Yeah.
Oh, I need to finish that up. Yeah, it's just about done. I just need to finish a few things on the base.
He didn't
Okay.
have any reception in Wisconsin. He also didn't have any paint.
That's fair.
That's true. I
If
did not
only there
bring
was
them
a
back.
store in Wisconsin where he could have bought paint.
I think a Walmart, right?
There's
Howard
probably a
Cheese
few
games.
Walmarts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
When are you going to be back?
from Louisville
Yeah.
next Wednesday.
Oh, you're already pronouncing it Louisville, not Louisville.
Louisville.
Okay, so I
Louisville.
didn't do it the Louisville.
Louis?
Like I didn't just
Louisville, yeah.
eat half the letters in the word.
Louisville.
Just gum them.
It's Louisville. Okay, I will say Louisville, but I will not go Louisville or however the hell they say it.
Lol.
That's how you get from Louisville to Louisville. It's like hold the door to Hodor.
Ah.
Basically the same.
Or all of the cities in Massachusetts that literally defy
yeah.
logic of how they're pronounced. Oh, it's
Worcester.
Worcester.
No, Worcester.
Worcester.
It's Worcester.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't know that?
No,
You
I
know
did
that?
not.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's spelled Worcester. W-O-R-C-H-E-S-T-E-R.
Yeah.
Worcester.
That's how it's pronounced.
Wow. And I
Yeah.
thought the English were kind of hilarious for dropping vowels.
Well, where do you
once
think
in a
that came
while.
from?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's spelled Warwick Castle. It's Warwick. Oh, okay. I can
Well,
see that.
That was basically the
But
same
that's
logic that
completely
went into...
different. That's a scale of magnitude difference
Right.
there.
Well, that's what happened. England sent all of the people who wanted to pronounce
Oh.
even less words, less letters.
That's
They
what it
just
was.
sent them all to the colonies.
They also happen to be just super puritanical as well. Mm-hmm. It must be a Venn diagram for that.
Probably. All right, guys. Thanks for listening. We'll catch you next week.
You've been listening to the Legion Outriders podcast, a member of the Radio Free Tatooine Network.
Only now, at the end, do you understand?
For more from the Outriders, make sure you like us on Twitter at Legion Outriders, subscribe to our Facebook page at facebook.com/Legion Outriders, and make sure you like and subscribe to the podcast. Thanks for listening.
You're all clear, kid. Now let's blow this thing and go home.